Greetings, everyone. And today, I'm going to interview you, assistant professor from Russia, and to share with you why she came here and what's her purpose of teaching in Korea to Korean students. Let's begin. So, good morning.
Morning.
First question is, where and what do you teach at the university, at our university?
I'm teaching Russian language as a foreign in Hankook University of the Foreign Studies and the Global Campus mostly. And so my main field is teaching Russian as a foreign.
Great. That's really great. Then the next question is, why did you decide to work and share knowledge in South Korea?
Oh, that's an interesting question. And actually, a couple years ago, when I finished my PhD thesis, I defended, and I understand that I need a new challenge, and I was started to look for some job abroad, just because when you're teaching language as a foreign, it's really necessary, I guess, to have this experience of working abroad. So when you're working in the country, everything, all the surroundings helps you. So your students go into the shops, they go into the museums, they go going out to the hall in the university, and the Russian language, for example, is everywhere. And when you're teaching abroad, surroundings doesn't help you, and it's really very interesting challenge for all the teachers, I guess, especially the teachers who teaching languages, how they can manage work and how they manage the students' progress with no surrounding language at all. And I have not I haven't looking for job in South Korea in particular. I was just checking everything what was happening, and this job finds me itself, and I was really very happy that I have a possibility.
And the next question is, what's your impression after arriving in Korea, including, of course, self-quarantine regime?
Self-quarantine is not a big deal, I suppose, for the people who are into humanities field or scientific fields, the people who are doing research. It's very productive time, I guess. And for me, it was productive time as well. And but the first impression, it was oh my God, I'm surrounded by the mountains. I'm so happy just because I'm from the part of the Russia, and I was surrounded by the mountains the mostly part of my life, and I really like it. And over here, mountains are everywhere, and I was oh my God, this nature is so beautiful. I'm so happy.
Wow. Mountains. Yeah, I didn't expect that you like mountains, to be honest, because I know that Russia, it's mostly just
a plain.
Yeah, so wow, okay, all right. What difference did you notice between Korean citizens and Russian citizens?
Okay, that's a really very interesting question for me right now, just because I'm thinking about it for a very long time, and I feel the difference, and it's impossible to verbalize it somehow. And just because Russian culture, it's something in between Asian culture and European culture as well. And of course, I worked with students from Asia, from the different parts of Asia for a very long time. It's my 8th year of teaching Russian as a foreign, and something which is actually very questionable for a regular Russian. For me, it's something, okay.
Was it difficult for you to adapt in another country, in a different country with a different environment, different culture?
I guess that in a short distance, I never have a problem with adaptation, and I really like traveling. I really not the person who extremely into the Russian culture. I don't need it all the time. But of course, I have something I've missed. So the friends or family sometimes. But I guess probably we will be back to this topic after. And right now with like online things we can like manage it as well, so we can be in touch with the people whom we love and something like this. I don't like feel lost here, and this third part is a language for sure, just because when you're not speaking the language you feels comfortable when you're just like starting to live, but for the like long distance thing, like for the long period it's a problem. And Korean language is difficult. It's as difficult, I guess, as Russian.
So you're planning to learn Korean, right? Or for you, it's
Started it, but my Korean right now is very basic, I guess. Like not even basic. I've just started.
why did you decide to start teaching? Is it something personal or an interest from your childhood?
Oh, that's another interesting question. I'm really good in answering it, I guess, just because it's in Russia it's a regular question for me. I'm from the academical family. My mom, she's a professor. My grandfather, he's like a big big figure in the Russian philosophy and like in the questions of ethics and aesthetics. And my mom, she's like very well known as well. My father, he's in academia too, and all of my childhood, all of my teenage period, I was like trying to avoid academical career.
So we actually now we know your reasons, your motivation. But the next question is it difficult to teach foreign students, especially Koreans, to Russian language?
I guess it's always difficult to teach students, like in general, for sure, and it doesn't depend on nationality or something, but it's really interesting job. So you always have something new information. You have like you make your world like wider, and you have like discovery kind of every class, and it really worth it.
How do you manage living in two countries, in Russia and in Korea? So
3 words: God bless online. You can do everything, so you can pay for your apartment, you can zoom in with your friends and family. And actually I think that the quarantine, it's only one like positive thing of the quarantine, that we understand that you can have like long distance everything. And of course, like 3 years ago, it was impossible for us like to spend in such a lot of time in Zoom, for example, or in FaceTime. And right now we understand that it's only one option to being in touch with people whom we love.
what do you like the most about your job of teaching?
As I've told, like discovering and sharing energy and ideas, I suppose it's a key. Just because my students, they like all the students, they also like teachers for you. They can, especially when you're studying languages, you can have amazing possibility to have another point of view for your language and your culture. And I remember once one of my students, she told that I like how you pronounce it. This name of the city, Vladivostok. It sounds so beautiful in Russian. And it was like, for me, it was like pretty basic. It's just the name of the city, but this like combination of V and L and A, wow, it's stunning.
Yeah.
Oh, really. And it's like just a small part of these things. And of course, it's like also like another point it's another point of view for the culture, for environment, for everything. And it's really, I guess, my favorite thing.
Are you glad, or do you regret that you have chosen this country, Korea, this university as another step in your life?
I actually very glad. So I happy that this job finds me, and I'm really happy that all the factors they combined and like followed me here. And I really like Korea because it's like for me right now it's a period of exploring, and I like how it mixed here. So contemporary art, traditional art, contemporary architecture, like perfect design and traditional and contemporary as well. And the food is very interesting. It's different in different regions, and it's still like a big country to travel as well. And I like my students here, like my colleagues are like very smart and very having like a very nice personality. And I think like it's a nice step in my life right now, and I'm really happy to be here.